Metalheads Radio live here at Hard Rock Hill on the final day of a 3-day festival, and I'm pleased to say that we have 3/4 of Stand Amongst Giants.
Yeah.
From my left it is
Stan, I play the drums.
Ben, I play the guitar.
And you got me, I'm Rob, I'm the vocalist.
And George is over here,
and he is just walking in a bit sheepishly, is he?
After he's grazed some grass.
We're just introducing ourselves, George.
There's always one.
This is rock and roll, isn't it?
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's Axl Rose over here, isn't he?
Told you
George, please do it, mate.
Stop eating all that grass.
Yeah. So, guys, from Derbyshire?
Yes, Chesterfield,
yeah. Chesterfield area, all of you?
No.
I'm originally from Brum.
Yeah?
I'm a Brummy boy, born and bred.
So, how did you all meet? How did you all get together as a band?
So, I put a thing out, a while back when I initially we've gone through a couple of lineup changes over this past, so I kind of took a couple of months out to look for the lineup that I think, right, I want this to be the guys that I play the music with, and so I put a thing out, and Rob just sent me a message saying yeah, I'm interested, can I do it? I just haven't listened to some stuff I've done, just a couple of recordings, came in and does it.
I got a message off him saying,
you play drums, don't you, mate?
Yeah.
Like, you're a drummer, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I got a recommendation off of a couple of friends saying, well, I put a post on, you said, like, I'm interested.
Dan had shared it once, and then he shared it a second time, and I was like, I'll have a listen and see what
I messaged him over, and I messaged Dan over, and he was like, this Joe Sharp, is he an alright bass player? Because we'd interviewed, 13?
Yeah, we went
through about 13.
Yeah.
And, I said, is he good? He went, yeah, he's incredible. I was like, do you fancy coming for a rehearsal?
Is that the first time you've heard the word incredible mentioned in a conversation between you two?
Well, I think that's the only time anybody's ever used the word incredible about a bass player.
He stays at mine. They don't cuddle. We always call each other incredible.
His timing is incredible.
Yeah.
As you just saw.
As we just said. Yeah. Have you got any music in the pipeline that we can look forward to?
Yeah, we've got a new album. We're testing the waters with a lot of stuff.
New material in the set already.
Yeah, we've got about 5-6 songs, new material in the set, and we're like, just as a gauge, like a festival like this, if the crowd if they clap and give us a big reaction to that song, it's going on the album.
Yeah,
if they go,
we'll work on that one.
We'll work on that. So there's some new stuff. We'll probably take in November after the gig. We've got a couple of gigs in November coming up, like about 3 or 4. Finishing the one in December, but in that time we're using November through January just to knuckle down and think what we want to do. Because our debut album was like such a rush release.
Self-titled debut album.
Such a rush release. We want this kind of second album to be the debut. Like, this is what we are.
This is what we do
at the moment.
Yeah, this is like how, look at us.
So I think the dynamics changed somewhat since the first album. Yeah. It was very riff orientated anyway with the first album, but I think the newer stuff now that's coming through,
it's in your face, isn't it?
It's very difficult not to notice it when we're playing.
So that's what people can expect later on when we get
Yes.
We've got a couple
earplugs recommended.
Don't tell us to turn down because we'll just turn up.
I first got into your music a while back, but actually sat down and listened to it after the Stone Deaf Festival. Okay. Keith was up there giving out sample CDs of all the bands.
So funny story, Keith. We've just signed to him only recently, and it's a great guy. He's helping us out so much. Just kind of going, I really wouldn't do that. I'd do this, just pointers.
Yeah. But that's what you need, isn't it?
Originally, it would just have you got any merch I can take to Stone Deaf, and here we go.
Yeah.
So
that's what he's been through it with his boys band as well.
Yeah. So they're great guys as well. He's a guy who cares about music at the end of the day, isn't he? So.
Before you all got together as a band, what were your main influences in music? Rock and anything else, maybe?
Shall we go along the line?
Yeah, go for you, yeah.
Well, I mean, my sort of music taste really, really varied. Anything from sort of jazz right the way through to death metal. I've got such a varied taste, but I think one of the biggest influences for me was Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
Loved his vocal, loved his sort of demeanour on stage and the way that he sort of came across. He just made it look effortless. I thought, I want to do that. That looks like fun. Yeah. So that's where I sort of started. But going from that right the way through to even David Bowie, some of the stuff that he came out with, I think it was Aladdin Sane. It was one of my favourite albums that he brought out. Absolutely phenomenal.
Funny thing about David Bowie,
I used to be in a David Bowie tribute band.
Yeah, it used to be a David Bowie tribute with a big red wig. So if you want to go on the Facebook page and ask us where you can find it, we'll let you know.
There's a little link on the page. It's called Queen Bitch, the David Bowie Experience.
Yeah. Ben? Yeah, so it's odd. So I'm like a rock person through and through.
I mean, you've got a Zeppelin t-shirt on,
yeah,
so
that's the first thing I used to say to my granddad in car was, can you put that Beautiful People on? Because I used to love Manson, and I've seen him loads. But like, I think for me, like, I'm a massive Zeppelin fan. I love bands like Crowbar. Like, Bad Flowers at the minute, they're a band that I'm absolutely loving. I've just caught them live for the first time. They're incredible. Like, and but I go from that, and then I'll go to my Spotify, and I'll go like, oh, I really like Cyndi Lauper, and I really like Snoop Dogg. So like my influence is really just anywhere.
Let's turn the mic off now then.
No, I love.
Can we edit that?
I love hip hop. I love hip hop as well. I love hip hop and 80s pop. I think it's brilliant.
We'd be surprised if we've had people mentioned as diverse as Ricky Martin.
Yeah, like,
and the Spice Girls.
There's nothing wrong with liking like some 80s pop. It's fantastic stuff.
Yeah. Got a Spice Girls track in the set for later.
Yeah.
Me myself, I've been playing drums for about 12 years now. So pretty much since I was about 5 or 6 years old. So it's for me, it's sort of developed along with what I've been listening to. I remember when I was younger, my dad, he was like really into his like Rolling Stones, The Who, Led Zeppelin. So I'd always want to be one of them ones, like Pinball Wizard. I remember that. Mick Jagger screaming down too. Like I used to love listening to them in cars, and it sort of developed with me and my music taste. Now probably Ben Thatcher, obviously you've got Dave Grohl, you take the vocals from Foo Fighters. Just love to be in their position, just to be able to sit and look at like 100,000 people at each show. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we have to wait a couple of
yeah. And it's just everything like that, and even a couple of like hip hop drummers like Aaron Spears and I think Tony Royster Jr. and a couple of they're just the way that they can just they can just chop around the kit and just hit anything like anywhere at any time.
I mean, hip hop's brilliant.
Just like the loosest, it's brilliant. Yeah, like Chad Smith. I love listening to the Chili Peppers. Like just seeing the live shows because the songs that sound like they do on the albums. They're like the loosest band on the planet. But yeah, it's just for me personally, for my they're pretty basic. Like my inspirations about drumming and stuff like that. But I mean, I quite like to be able to take that and just be able to sort of work and go right. Well, I want to be able to just absolutely hammer everything. Play some death metal, like double bass, just all the way through songs, and then the next one.
Coming up later, don't you?
Whenever we annoy him at the set, it's like tries to blast beat. It goes about 4 seconds, and it's like I'm done. Done, boys. I'm tired.
I don't do much exercise now, and then it just then I'm like tinkering around, kit playing jazz and like clicking everything. Yeah, so I try and keep my inspirations out as wide as I can, and try and take bits from different genres. To be fair with mine.
Bass-wise?
I kind of grew up with like the tail end of the grunge and Britpop, and probably played that, and then went into like the new metal thing. Obviously growing up in quite an urban area, I've always had like bassline, grime and dubstep coming through as well. Like, I've always listened to a bit of that. I've been going download festivals since about 2004, so it's kind of like an awakening. It's more like the heavier bands and like the more old school bands as well. Like Sabbath in 05, which is amazing. Really turn out to them.
It's funny because this bill this weekend, there's a lot of the what they used to call the no-wobbum bands, which is a new wave of British heavy metal. Late 70s, early 80s, like Girls' School. Saxon last night, they're still doing
got like UFO on a few of the lineups, haven't they, next year? So.
It's amazing to see that. You know, time hasn't been kind to some of them, but they're still out there, they're still belting it out. Where would you like to see Stand Amongst Giants in, say, 5 years' time?
Well, the place, like, for me, I've always said, I know these aren't going to do, like, obviously everybody wants to play a stadium, a full stadium, but I feel like our riffs, like a sold-out academy, our riffs, it'd just be monstrous.
Yeah.
I think I want us to get huge, I want us to make a living off it, but I don't want us to be... I don't want us to lose the power of what we do.
Songs for small places.
We write songs for tight rooms. Like I think as well. Like last night it's our little kind of story for the weekend. This one we went and got some pizzas and we couldn't go out in the rain because it's rained. And we didn't want to stand eating watching a band. We were all tired, so we went backstage on stage 2. Just thought there's a dressing room here for it. Well, which finds. And they walked in and we just sat chatting. We had lovely guys, obviously from Chesterfield.
Yeah.
And came out, I had a photo with him because I was like, wait, Chester, you're Chesterfield, aren't you? I'm like, yeah. He was like, you are? I'm like, yeah. So he says, "Oh yeah, I used to live there." So my granddad, I got a photo showing my granddad who's here, and he goes, "I went to school with his brother, with singer's brother." Got here, says after I went up straight after the set, like missed all of Saxon, so I could go up after the set, and I went, "Well, do you mind? Can I borrow you lot for a minute?" He walked out as soon as he saw each other, like, how have you been?
Good.
And messaged him on like the new British Heavy Metal page.
Yeah.
He told me to message him, like, I'm like, I hate the networking thing, like, can we play with you? We'd love to play with you. And I said to him, they were like, I love seeing bands, especially from Chesterfield, do this kind of thing. And they said, message him, and they'll happily try, and we can happily try and play with him. Like, and if we could play with, like, guys like that, like, obviously, like, they were stage 2, quite high up, and they've got a following everywhere. Like, they're a proper cult metal band.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so, if we can play with a band like that and get that on the roster, that's good. I just want to be able to play as a living.
I think the ultimate goal for 5 years' time is headlining Download the main stage. I mean, what more could you want?
Exactly,
to be fair, thousands of people, as far as the eye can see.
Exactly.
That really connects with people, you know.
Yeah.
We write stuff to go into a small room and think and draw people in from outside, and they go, "Wow, that sounds incredible." We don't write what we can't really do. We don't think, this needs to fill a stadium.
Yeah, we can't be.
If this can fill a 30 capacity pub and make the roof wobble, then we're doing our job right, aren't we? And it's working for us so far. So now hopefully
it's definitely got us noticed.
Hopefully our sound can fill out stage 2 today. So
Hopefully.
I cannot wait to lift the roof off that place.
Get everyone nice and warmed up. Yeah. I can get a few beers down and get them nice and warm.
Get them out of the rain,
Yeah.
We're a band that care about people's health, aren't we?
Yeah.
Guys, thank you very much indeed for your time.
Thank you.
I know that you are really up against the time, aren't you, before you do this?
We're only about an hour.
So we let you crack on. Thanks for your time
Thank you.
again. Cheers.
Here we go, Rob. Here we go.
Go for it.
Champion, mate.